Welcome to Kentucky Football Nation. Well, it's Monday afternoon about 2 o'clock Central, but let's go over the portal pickups. We have picked up, how many players have we picked up out of the portal? 25? It's pretty good. Let's break it down by position. 2 quarterbacks, 3 offensive linemen, 4 safeties, 4 linebackers, 2 cornerbacks, 2 running backs, 4 defensive linemen, 2 wide receivers, a kicker, and a long snapper. I don't know if I missed a punter in there somewhere. I don't know if I did. I think I got everybody. That's by position. Really, the only criticism is, and a couple of you have been picking up at a couple of my subscribers. A lot of players that haven't played much. So, first of all, Matt Jones explained Will Stein's feed the stud philosophy. His philosophy is to get 8 or 9, maybe 10 studs, and then surround them with players. So financially, that makes sense. So yeah, we did get some big players so far. I mean, yes, we do have some players who, haven't played, and we have some players that played at, Gardner Webb and Western Carolina. We just signed a return deal for running back Jason Patterson and linebacker Grant Godfrey. So we've done some return deals. Dowdell just got signed by Georgia, by the way. I was shout out to Randy, that Effing Dogs podcast. So a lot of studs in here. Linebacker Elijah Bo Ballard from Texas, huge. CJ Baxter, running back from Texas, huge. If I go down through here, Lance Hurd, Tennessee, offensive lineman. Thank you, huge. Number 1 at that position. So yeah, we definitely have some studs. Kenny Minchie, quarterback. I would count him. Colton Price, center. Yeah, I'd count him as a stud. So if you go down through here, we're getting the 8 or 9, 10 studs. I did see Will Stein did a quick little X video either yesterday or this morning where he said, obviously we're not done with players because we need wide receivers, guys. We definitely need a stud wide receiver. Okay. But no, so far 25 players, like I said. Some of these players had their names. Guard from Alabama, the offensive lineman, Alinen, I'm going to say is his last name, hadn't played much. Jesse Anderson from Pitt, safety, Max Anderson, Tennessee, linebacker, hadn't played a lot. Bo Ballard, yes. Javante Barnes, running back from Oklahoma. We said he had a foot injury last year. He didn't play much last year. Year before that, 2024, pretty good year. So that's the Javante Barnes I'm sure we're signing. I'm sure he's physically ready to go. Ahmad Brex from LSU, defensive lineman. Jordan Castile, Florida, safety. A couple people from Florida. Xavier Daisy, wide receiver from UAB, just an average player, looks like, as far as stats. Obviously, he wouldn't be here unless Stein thought he could run the offense. Jacaden Ferguson, wide receiver, Arkansas, hadn't played a lot, but once again, it's Arkansas. Nickel Aaron Gates from Florida, once again, some defensive people in the back. Now remember, we're playing a 4-2-5, only 2 linebackers. Okay, so we need safeties and corners. So yeah. The Jamarian Harkless, who went to Frederick Douglass and played at Purdue, 6'3", 315. That's a big boy. Big boy. It's 15. Yeah. Looks like he's been eating, but that's okay because he's probably going to be the nose, and he doesn't have to do anything but be the nose and clog up the running lane. Of course, Lance Hurd, huge from Tennessee, huge. Aaron Gates, Nickel, Florida, huge. Mark Manfred, Missouri, cornerback. Once again, school's Missouri, so whether or not he's played a lot. Kenny Minchie, of course, that's a stud. We added a quarterback also down here, Jaquai Smith from Marshall, redshirt sophomore. Hadn't played a lot, but that's okay. Neither has Minchie. So this Antonio O'Berry, who's been playing for 6 years, who played at Division II and played at Gardner Webb. Now, I have heard of him. So he was, for that league, he was really good. So hopefully we can move him up and let him be good. He's going to be the edge. He's 6'6", 240. 6 years, yeah, you're gonna play. Of course, he'll probably be opposite of Marquise Humphrey Grace, I would imagine. Just guessing. Colton Price, center, Baylor, huge, best center in the portal. Spencer Renati, long snapper, Georgia State. Hey, you got to have a long snapper, right? Got to have somebody to snap the ball. This Cyrus Ray's Mississippi State safety. Once again, we're getting back in people to run the 4-2-5. It's all about safeties and cornerbacks and smaller guys who are hybrids who can tackle, who can play linebacker, and who can cover and tackle. That's why you're seeing us get guys, and we're getting those guys from Florida, Mississippi State, which is good. A lot of our cornerbacks followed Brad White to Florida. So Mark Robinson, tackle, offensive lineman from UTEP. He's a junior. He's experienced. He had one really good year at UTEP. So, hey, coach him up. This Hassan Sykes, like I said, from Western Carolina. I can't figure out how much he's played. He's a junior. Tavion Wallace, linebacker, Arkansas. He's a sophomore. Hadn't played a lot. Dominic Wiseman, defensive lineman, South Alabama. He's a senior, so I think he's played. And then, of course, your kicker, Adam Zugani, South Florida. So to go along with the kicker we re-signed. So, yeah, I mean, look, that's 25 really good players as of Monday afternoon early, and we will be adding more. So, yes, we have some players that haven't played. Out of 25, you got, of course, that's the way it's going to be. Like I said, you got to spend your money wisely. So we're getting the 8 or 9 studs, as Matt Jones pointed out, and then we're going to build around those studs. So that's the way this is going to work. The huge get in the coaching world and the coaching staff was the UTSA offensive coordinator. I think Burke, if I'm that's Will Stein. Will Stein's coached with him at UT San Antonio. They played together. They're close friends. He's going to be the tight ends coach, but he's going to be way more involved in offense because we're going to run the same offense. Probably, I'm going to guess whatever we can. You saw at UT San Antonio and Oregon. That's where we're going to run the power spread, or however you say the spread offense that we're going to run. I've heard it called the power spread. So, yeah. Look, so we need more players. Glad we got Patterson back. Glad we added some running backs. We needed running backs. And you need running backs who can catch the ball. So we got it now. We got the running backs. Now we need receivers, guys. A couple more offensive linemen would be nice. As I keep saying, if you watch my channel, I wonder what's going to happen to Wilberly from Western Kentucky. He's still on a roster. We need 2 centers, or you can move him. You can move him to guard. I mean, and then he could be center the next year after our center, because our Colton Price is a redshirt senior. So, yeah, we only have him for 1 year. So, Wilberly, I think we have for 2. So, just looking in my mind down the road, trying to keep up with players, guys. This is all going fast. Trying to keep up with who left and who's returning, who signed return deals, who we getting new. Tonight, Monday night, live at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, and by the time we get on here, we may have more players. So we'll talk about it tonight on live. But yeah, so far so good. I like it. I'm sure we spent a lot of money on these people. So 25 people out of the portal, and then to go along with the 12 or 14 high school players and JUCO players we have, not bad. So you're starting to fill out the 85, and you can use the other, go into 105 or whatever it is. For walk-ons and stuff. But the 85 is the most important. You got to have 85 solid people, and hopefully we will get there. So coming on the live tonight, and we'll talk about it. And you can, if you haven't been on my live, hit that subscribe button. Notifications will go out tonight. We'll do a live. We'll talk about it, and you can say whatever you want. And you don't have to be a Kentucky fan. We'll talk to everybody. Anybody that loves college football, any team, as long as you're respectful. Before I get off here, and I tried to be nice to Indiana fans. I knew this was going to happen with these guys. Put on a nice video about Indiana, and then somebody comes on. Some educated guy, show me the numbers that you use for. No. I'm just going to block you. I ain't got time to have a debate. First of all, you're not a subscriber. If you're a subscriber and you ask me and we get in a little debate on there, fine. I'll take time to speak to you. But if you're going to do a drive-by, no. No, sorry, dude. No, most Indiana fans are cool. And of course, some of you gave me grief for rooting for Indiana. Look, man, like I said, it's not about me. Okay, it's about my group of friends and family. You know, like I said, it's about happiness more with me. But hey, I'm mellow now. I'm older. So anyway, 10 minutes, that's long enough. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I do have a basketball section of the channel. We cover basketball. And if you don't like football, I have a basketball section. But we try to do football and basketball equally. But we definitely hit football 51% at least. All right. Thanks for watching.